Good morning from Phnom Penh, the big city of Cambodia. Today we're just gonna have a little explore, a little look around. We're going to the killing fields, and therefore I'm not going to film too much because of respect and all that. I'm gonna play a few clips now from our experience last night. That's the Royal Palace. There was a little bit of something going on. I think like a little Saturday kind of something going on, and then we went for some food, some good food, and then we went to the shop to get some waters, and then we came back to bed. So there's nothing to report too much of last night. So yeah, let's get to it. We also tried Tim Tams last night, didn't we, Izzy? What did you think of them?
I think we're spoiled for chocolate in England, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah. They're really hyped in like New Zealand and Australia. They're basically just like a dry version of a penguin with caramel. Maybe I need to try a different flavour, but yeah. Okay.
I'd say they're like a penguin mixed with a Rocky with a hint of like a Malteser flavour.
Yeah, Malteser. They were nice.
They're nice. They were very nice. We paid $5
for like £3.90, £4, which is a lot, but you can't get them in the UK, I don't think so.
One thing I've noticed since being here, considering it's a very rundown country, considered a third world country, I've seen more Maybachs here than ever. I've seen G-Wagons, I've seen a Cullinan, Defenders. I think I've seen loads of first edition Defenders, and then I saw the V10 Defender, you know, the bad boy. Is it a V10 or a V8? Cambodia is technically a third world country, yeah. So
one of the poorest nations in the world.
Yeah, it's quite bizarre how, I don't know whether the wealth gap is just mad.
About a third of its citizens live on less than $1 a day.
Really? Yeah, and then you've got Rolls Royces cutting about. It's quite bizarre. We are here at the Genocide Centre. Like I say, I'm not going to film too much because I still want to experience it, and obviously it's not the nicest of stuff. I'll leave in the description a bit of history if you don't know what the killing fields are, but it's a bit of morbid history that Cambodia have had to go through in recent years, to be fair. So yeah. We also did a bit of search on why there's so many nice cars, because I saw, again, on the way here, there was like a brand new G-Wagon. I saw Brabus G-Wagon, and then parked in front of it was like a brand new Wraith. So it was quite, yeah, like I say, quite confusing. But apparently the gap is obviously very significant. If you've got money, you've got money, and you hold a massive majority of the money, because it's like a third of the people live off $1, like Izzy said earlier, a day. A lot of the reason would be corruption, like illegal activity, illegal imports of the cars to get them cheaper. So as much as it's like, as a car enthusiast, I'd say I do love my cars. As cool it is to see, it's not good because it's all pretty corrupt. Very eye-opening, very brutal stuff.
I had a bit of a cry at the start because it's just a lot to take in, very sad.
Yeah.
But I'm happy I went, I'm happy I listened and learned about it because it's just horrible what they went through, absolutely horrible. Yeah,
we're not going to go into too much detail because we don't want to do the horrors and injustice of how bad it actually was. I'll put in the description a bit about it, and if you're...
Put like a link so you can read more about it, and I can see it was Khmer Rouge, it's called, just put that to Google it all. Bring some information, but educate yourself, guys, because I didn't know much about it, and it's absolutely horrible what they went through. Poor people.
The goods are secured. They again didn't have the Brazil top, the 0304 away kit, so it's hard to get fake, let alone real. But I got some gems, all for $30. I got 2 tops. I'll show you in a bit.
It's right next door to each other.
Pita bread looks like pancakey. Bit of a little fresh meze. Is it nice? Let's find out. No, it's gross.
No, it's not gross, it's alright.
It's a little sneak peek into my purchases. Whoa. Our little things now. So this is purchase number 1. Oh, what do you reckon? Old school Interkit, nothing on the back. Not a bad little one at all. Look fat as anything I do. So yeah, not bad. It's good quality as well. You see the ribbon on that, and you've got the details on that. Not bad for 30 USD, which is what?
£11.70 per top, like £32.
Not bad at all, people. Our door has many cracks in it. It's like the door out of Stranger Things. Is that all right? And what you can hear is the road outside.
It's like my door at home.
It's this guy on the bike. Oh, it's like oh, it might be a funeral. So yeah, I'm not too sure what that is. I guess it's something to do with religiousness, because I see monks and stuff, but it's a lot of people. I'm gonna find out what that flag is as well and tell you, because I've seen that quite a few places. We've got the Chelsea on, we're an absolute dive of a place. I'd smash a ciggy. Not a great start for the boys. God's sake. Hey, you know. And that's enough for me. Due to Nicholas Jackson, we're gonna find a bit of a nicer spot because that was a bit dingy. Yeah, this part's very club-like and a bit like strip-like, I guess. So we're going to find a bit of a nicer spot, sit somewhere without any disappointment, and then we've got some dinner in a little bit. It's tough tonight. It's a completely different vibe to what last night was like. There was a little kid outside and he was like pointing to his belly. He was like, I'm hungry, help me. I was like, okay, let's go in the shop, I'll get you something. And he went to the baby milk. Apparently he's read up somewhere, or it's like a known fact that if they take you to the baby milk, don't do it because they make you buy it and then they sell it on or something like that. Considering this guy was like a 6-7-year-old, so he's not on baby milk. I offered to buy him food, chocolate, anything like that, and he was just like, nah, I want the baby milk. And he followed us to the cash point where we had to get some cash out. He then followed us from the cash point to the bar, because we were like, well, we're just gonna have to jump in the bar because this kid's just following us, like tapping me, like buy me food. I'm like, mate, I tried to buy you food, but you didn't want it. Do you know what I mean? You can't, like, I'm all for helping people out when they need it. If they're hungry, I'll buy you food. But if you're turning down food for something you actually want, you can't be that hungry, man. The whole vibe's just different. It's just like everywhere we go, we're just like feeling a bit, something's not right. So we've jumped in this bar, booking a restaurant at 7:45.
This part's fine. I think it's because we come from the other end, which is a little bit more poorer area.
It's heavy here, and especially tonight. I feel like today's just been a pretty emotional, eye-opening experience. And to make it worse, I've just put the Chelsea game on in front of me. So we have come to the infamous pizza 4'ps. Despite the fact of saying that I need to be careful with my money, we've chosen an expensive spot. So this place is always reservation. Hello there. Always reservation. We've tried to get in here like 3 times in the past, not this specific one, but across Vietnam and Thailand. So Izzy's asking me to record the fact that this menu cover is made from recycled materials. And it's a zero waste place.
Wow, Mr. Hungry.
So as a homegrown representative, as you know, with sustainability comes expensive cost. Newcastle's love just scored again. Anyway, this is the menu. So yeah. Bit pasta. Camembert. And pizzas, half and half pizzas. It's a very good menu. Bit doughy though, mind. What have you got, Izzy?
A lamb soda.
How is it?
Alright. It's alright, yeah.
So I've got teriyaki chicken, it's covered in nori, which Izzy hates, so that'll be fun. And then a margarita. And then we've got some bits of chicken with a bit of ginger, I think. Fried chicken. This looks incredible. Give it a go. Wow.
Not ginger.
It's not ginger.
Might be kimchi.
It might be kimchi. I don't think it's kimchi.
Pickled ginger, pickled something. Pickled, whatever it is.
Pickled ginger, I think. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. Get some chicken. So we're back out in the madness, in the walking streets. That was really good scran. Unreal, splendidly squishy. Yeah, I'd say honestly it's probably the best pizza I've had. The margarita, very fresh, and then the chicken, it was teriyaki chicken pizza. I don't know why I'm trying to talk.
Margarita pizza was, that was like, how did you get margarita? And it was one of the best margaritas we've ever had.
It was, happily would say that. And then the other pizza, incredible, with a bit nori on top, very nice. And then the chicken to finish it off was like a nice sweet, especially with the sweet honey. But anyway, so we got some money out. We need to get some mosquito spray because tomorrow we go to Choeung Ek, something like that. So we need some mosquito spray because there's sandflies there, and if you get bitten by a sandfly, you're basically fucked. So I definitely don't need that, or none of us need that. So we're gonna get some spray. We've got some mosquito spray in us. So we're in 7-Eleven. If you didn't know, you don't know because I didn't film it. Little tissue, pop-up napkins. This is what you want. Well, this is what you want, isn't it? Yeah, beauty. So we're gonna get a sweet treat, maybe. I wanted a polo and I just span it and I got a polo, but no one's here to give it to me. So I don't really know what the crack is. So we're cutting through where we were yesterday. It's a bit of a tongue twister. And we've decided to go the quieter routes because we've had a pretty emotional day. So we literally get to the end of this road, hook a left, hook a right, and then we're back in the bits. So we just got back, just had a shower, and we've realised we didn't get any water. And we need water to one, stay hydrated, and two, wash our faces, because that's what mine does. But then I remembered that downstairs just filtered water refillable ones, so I'm going to go down and do that, but I'm not walking to another shop, man. I've just got back in the bits. I've just got caused an absolute mess. I was trying to get a video for the vlog, pushed, or trying to film it with one hand and then trying to fill this up with one hand to push in. But I just ended up pushing all the buttons and it just went all over the all over my phone, all over the floor. But nevertheless, So now I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna do a face mask. Watch a little video late. And sometimes I forget that this is what it's all about. Fuel to start the day off. What? You've got like orange watermelon, which is a new one. Perfect timing, really. We literally checked out. Well, we were busy, accidentally booked it while walking down the stairs, and then we checked out. Literally gave him the key. He said it was good. Then we walked outside. We grabbed it, baby, getting dropped at the bus station. It's got a little while yet, but better be early than late. Sounds good, baby. So we've arrived at the bus stop. A lot easier than the other one, and the other one was a lot smaller. But these guys, the VET, they're the guys we got a bus with to Battambam. So it's alright, sound, happy, confident. This is the vibe, this is the setting currently in. Just scoping out for a cash point because we need to get a little bit more money out because we've got to pay for our hotel. So obviously you've got all like the, I'd say it's poverty, but the chaos, and obviously over there it's quite poor. And then you've just got like a nice swanky brand new Defender there. Do you know what I mean? It's completely, so it's just completely, oh there you go, another Defender. You know what I mean? That's like an impressive car at home, let alone in a third world country. Quite very confusing. Even like Land Cruisers, there's Chrysler Escalades. So they're like the stuff that the US president travels in. They're just chipping about. It's quite confusing. It also looks like it's going to rain again. We got quite a bit of rain yesterday, and the weather forecast is literally like rain every day for the next week. We're on the bus, and we're just looking at places on Choeung Ek. Very expensive, but you only live once. There's something going on. Good job they're in plastic because there's lots of flies about. Looks pretty decent, to be fair. Choeung San Luem, or whatever you call it. A bit of a boot, well not a bougie, I suppose, a hostel, but a private room, but it's just expensive. Obviously all Izzy's gone out the other way. It's bound to be, you're on an island. Apparently the cost of everything is 4 times more expensive, so the cost of energy and electric 4 times more expensive, so therefore it's going to be a bit more money. We're going to take us to the cash machine, which is literally just over there, I can see it. And then we're just going to take us to the port, $3, not bad. So we have arrived at the port. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven next door. That's a winner. I can tell Belle we can get something, little snacks or something. But yeah, we've arrived at the port. A little bit more expensive on the tuk-tuk, but it was just like there and then. You know what I mean? It takes us to a cache, all that good stuff. So I'm just going for a wee. This is the view. The sun is very much sunning. It's beaming, and then obviously, as you saw in the videos, we passed through a lot of rain on the way here because the weather forecast is just like thunderstorms and rain, but it's only like an hour of the day. Got a Fanta slushie as well. They're quite cool. A little what is this? Spinach and cheese and croissant. I think we've been called for our ferry. It's currently 10 to 2, so it makes sense. I'm in charge of the big bags. Izzy's in charge of the little bags. There's quite a few people getting on. It's a speedboat, and it's only going to take us half an hour, and then our hotel is like a 2-minute walk on the beach to get to after we get dropped off. Oh. Here we go. A nice speedboat. Try not to gob it. Yeah, there's a few people without any bags. I don't know whether they came over here for the day or going over there for the day. We're in a bit of a bougie boat.
Just trying, yeah, it's like level.
Nice leather seats. And that's all you're getting. You're going to have to tune into the next one to see how we get on with getting to our destination on the boat. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.